And welcome everyone to our next race here on SLR. Today we're gonna watch the Belgian Grand Prix here in SLR over over 7 years or 8, I don't know, 7, 8 years, something like that. Are we onto racing here in SLR? And as I said, today we're going into Spa. One of the I think it's the most famous track on the calendar. I think even on the category of race sports. But yeah, it's also the longest track with 7 kilometers, and the top speed is 360 kilometers per hour. And we got 22 laps of racing, and also we got big elevation changes all around the track. And as always, we got our 3 types of tires. Of course, the wet and intermediate tires are still there, but for the qualifying you want to stick with the soft tires. And yeah, we just gonna head to the race, see if everything works out fine. That looks beautiful. Alright, everything is set up good. And yeah, I'm not alone. As always, I have a companion with me, and its name, you may know it, it's Gorla. Hello, Gorla.
Hello everyone, hope you're all excited for this race. Should be a very exciting race. A track which most drivers like, I think. We had actually Eversnack's last race said he didn't like it that much, but every other driver I think would be happy with a Spa race. And we have a dry quali, so that's a positive start. We don't know about the race yet, but yeah, I think it's almost always more exciting when it's dry than when it's wet.
Especially, yeah. I mean, for the drivers, it's more difficult, especially through a rouge. There is a good chance they will spin out if they are not careful enough. But nonetheless, I think for the spectators, it's way more fun to watch the race in wet than it is in dry. But I mean, as I'm thinking about that, maybe dry races are equally as fun to watch because then the drivers are more confident and they are going for the more riskier moves. But that's driver specific. I don't know. I can't say that's for everyone. But yeah, I think just got. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to turn on our details. Blub, blub, blub. Wonderful. Alright, all set up now. And I think our first one onto going onto the hot lap is Wets, also known as John Wick. He goes through the first corner, through the hairpin, now through goes Rouge, taking it clean, very beautifully executed. And now through the first DRS zone, there's already a yellow flag, maybe just leaving some space. And he gets a big amount of slipstream there from, I think it's an Aston Martin driver. Yeah, should be. But now he goes through the second sector, through the no, that's not no-name corner, but no-name corner comes just now. This is no-name corner, and keep it clean. Yeah, beautiful, because if you push too hard, you will get pushed out too wide and end up in the gravel, but he done it very, very beautiful. Now, going through the last part of Sector 2, one of the most tactical part of this track, I think. Well, Sector 1, or the beginning of Sector 2 is a bit more tactical than this one, but it's nonetheless one of the more tactical ones. And now through the last... No, that's... Nah, I will say it counts as a straight, but not a straight, if that makes any sense. But anyway, now he goes through the last double chicane. Keep it clean and very, very tight. Yeah, and you still got some ERS left and now squeeze out every last bit of it. And he sets our provisional pole time with a 141.9. I don't know what the times are in Spa, and especially in Tier 2. I didn't watch the Tier 1 race, unfortunately, but they should be
I don't
quite
really
around.
know either.
Yeah, they should be. Yeah, alright. Petman is only 1/10 behind him, so that should be a time that he can be competitive with. And Crawley setting a only 1/10 behind Petman. Yeah, you may join our conversation here.
Chief was actually saying Tier 1 pole was a 40.7, he believes. So yeah, I still have a bit to improve. It's a good lap from John Wick, but he was definitely cautious on some of the corners, and I think it's a good banker, but he can attack more in some corners for sure.
Yeah, it's only a banker's lap, so nothing is lost here. I think that's a very, very good banker's lap. But let's focus on the Piggy. Piggy is setting our new lap time for him. Let's see. Oh, there was a bit of sliding going on there. And oh, there's the Haas in the back. Just setting it into the wall. I hope he doesn't have any damage. It should be Petty or Prince Helios. Let's see, is it... Yeah, okay, it's Petty. Petty
Yeah,
366.
it's patty.
Unfortunately...
I'm trying to scan for any damage, but I don't see any so far.
I think... okay, no, there's no damage. Alright.
Yeah, but he's not going for a lap, so he must be coming into the pits.
Yeah.
I think he just finished the lap with a spin and then... Yeah.
And yours is... going... Oh, yeah, I hope that for that. 141.382, our provisional pull time for this season, for this session.
Yeah,
Only,
very good lap from yours.
Yeah, a half a second faster
championship
than
leader.
John Wick, and John Wick already set a very fast banker's lap, so I think this will be very competitive between those two. And also Evers next, the German guy, 124.3, 142.3. My God, the numbers are something beyond my comprehension. All right, you have to keep that in mind.
I've also been informed that Patty is actually making his debut in SLR. So
Where?
it's his first race as a reserve. Patty.
Patty, where is he?
In the Aston. No, not the Aston. In the Haas.
In the
So
Patty.
he just spun. He just spun a bit ago. So yeah, maybe a bit nervous for his debut race. That's why he spun. But I'm sure his next lap will be better.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember when I was at my first race here in SLR, I was nervous all the time. Especially...
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, I mean...
And actually, a fun fact is my first race in SLR was actually here in Spa.
Oh,
so yeah, that's
really?
a fun fact.
My first race was in Baku, 2020... Was it? Yeah, it was 2023.
Yeah, I don't even remember when mine was. I think season 4 or 5, something like that.
Season 4 or 5, dude. I was at season 15 or 16, I think. But no. Oh yeah, Paddy setting a sector, a purple sector 1. That looks very promising for him. Let's see what he can do in sector 2. He goes through the little U-turn, very, very good. He can use a bit of more of the curb there. He sticks too close to the road, but maybe you stick closer to the road and make sure that you end up in the start finish line safely than just pushing too hard and ending up in a wall and setting a 2 minutes and 19 seconds. I think that isn't that what you hope for. But sector 2 isn't purple anymore, unfortunately. But let's see how much of a gap or how much he improved in sector 1. And now let's hope that he doesn't spin again in the start finish line. The double chicane, taking it wide. And let's see. Oh no, he does it twice! Twice in a row. Now he has to go all over it again. Yeah, and Basco.
Yeah, still an improvement, so that's positive.
Can't count that as improvement, my little guy.
We have Basco finishing up a lap. Basco is, I believe, invalidated his first lap, so let's see what time he sets here. It's gonna be P12 for Basco 43-1. I think he'll be disappointed with that. Basco, I remind you, is currently P2 in the drivers' championship. So yeah, I think he needs to improve on this lap.
So Eversnax is going for an... Oh, sorry. Yeah, that one. Eversnax is currently on a hot lap. So let's see
Yeah.
what he can do about that. Because he is only 2/10 behind Crawley. 2/10 isn't the world, but nor it is too big of a gap. But let's see. Sector 1 is purple. Looks promising. Now take that corner, good. I hate that corner to be honest.
Yeah, very hard to break.
Yeah, and very hard to judge when the corner ends. You have to feel it. You have to be one with the corner. But what do you think? What will our grid will look like
Oh,
if the world qualifying is finished?
Well, I believe the pole position fight will be... Jorsi will definitely be up there. He's been fast in every race so far. He's leading the championship. Then Basco is an uncertainty right now. He'll definitely be looking to improve. Let's see if he can make the top 5. And well, then we have John Wick as well, and Pepman, who have also been fighting for the top 5 spots. So very similar pace. Anything can happen, I'd say.
Yeah, that's true. As we're saying, going for... Oh yeah, okay. Eversnax taking the second position. Still half a second away from Yorse. Well, 4/10 to be exact, but still Yorse is flying. Is he on a hot lap again? Yeah, he is on a hot lap. Sorry, on a hot lap I was going to say. And now he also got a bit of slipstream there. I think Yorse will just...
I actually think this will be the last lap from Jorse, because when he completes it, I don't think he will have time to get round to the pits and then start a new one. So this will be the last lap from Jorse. Let's see what he can do. I believe it's only second lap, so
yeah, sub 41, sub 41. Oh my god, I predicted it. All right. Okay.
Yeah, what a lap from Jersey there. 40.9, just 2/10 away from tier 1 pole. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think our admins are pretty sure what to do with him, but I'm not gonna speculate
as
anything.
Pepman actually goes P2 with a 41.7.
P2.
So the P2, well, the fight for P2 is very tight between Pepman, Snacks, and John Wick. Let's see, Basco is still in the pits, so he'll also do 2 runs. Oh, actually 3, because I think he invalidated his first one. Yeah, John Wick I think invalidated his second one, so he's waiting to come out of the pits for another one. And yeah, but I'd be very surprised if anyone can take this pole away from Jersey at this point.
There won't be anyone that is faster than him, I can say for sure. But nonetheless, all of the other drivers can squeeze out the last bit of time they lost in a lap and try to get, I don't know, 1, 2, even 3 positions up the grid. Or maybe they will just say, nah, I'm taking one soft into the race. I think soft is actually quite manageable in Spa, isn't it?
Is what? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
The soft tire compound. I think it's quite doable to use them in the race in Spa.
Well, I'm not sure, but I think the ideal strategy is hard medium. The hards, I believe the hards don't have a big drop off, so you can gain a lot on the new mediums in the last stint. However, if there's any early safety cars, you might be compromised starting on the hards, so it's always a gamble.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
But
so
we actually have our weatherman on the field. He's saying that he heard that the race might be full wet.
oh boy, I love to hear that. And
So
unfortunately,
that's
Paddy just sent it into the wall, I think, and I mean he retired
oh
on track, so he has to stick with the. Okay, Booster, chill out, man. There's nothing on this race. Well, there is, but yeah.
um, let's see who's out on track. We have I think who do we have from the top 5 starting a lap first? I think it's gonna be Snacks.
Ever snacks. Ever snacks. So we got
Snacks exactly 1/10 to gain to fight for P2,
but
but
then
it's very close, yeah.
P2 is also on a hot lap, and this is the last opportunity for a hot lap they have. Um, yeah, let's see what the results be. I think Eversnax barely misses the P2 against Petmitten, or
Oh, as
just
Basco just had an issue. Yeah,
Pascal.
Basco starting his lap spun, locked the rear tires and spun, and then had to reset to track to not be in the way of anyone. So that's not an ideal start to his lap.
Yeah, that's nothing you can wish for anyone. But as we are saying, starting at a lap, Eversnax heading through the last double chicanes, through the start finish line, and he starts his for his last lap in Spa. Let's see, he touched a bit of grass there, but yet got the exit of the corner beautifully. Now through Urushi goes. Very, very good. Tied to the curb, tied to the track at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense. Nonetheless, he keeps it clean. And now let's see. Sector 1, he sets it faster than than he did before. It shows a purple sector 2, sector 1, sorry. But I think the game is messing a bit with us because he only improved by 200ths of a second, and I don't think that you're so bottled up sector 1 that much.
Yeah, that's Basco is out of the session. He invalidated right where Eversnax is going through now, and he just crashed his car. So that will be at least P13 for him. That's not great. He needs to make a good comeback in the race.
Yeah.
But Eversnax is on a very good lap, improving 3/10 so far in sector 2.
The Commander is setting 6th position, maybe. Let's see what the other drivers can make out of it. He's half a second behind, in front of Force, but yeah, still there's much air to go on. And yeah, Eversnax taking the 2nd position with 1/10 of a gap. Let's see Pittman, where is he? He is currently in sector 2.
John Wick is actually gonna finish now, and John Wick gets in front of Eversnax by such a little margin there. Viz is actually gonna finish his lap now. Timender goes P6, that's a great lap from Timender. Viz finishes his lap, only manages P5. So now it's all in the hands of Pepman to see if he can get P2. Goes down into 2nd for the bus stop. Tricky acceleration there. Can he do it? Yes, goes P2.
He goes for P2. Let's see, yours is still on a hot lap. Oh. Oh no. Edison got disqualified. But yours okay, it didn't improve. Alright. That's our grid.
Yeah, that's good That's a great qualifying. Well, as usual, we have our top contenders in the top positions, except for Basco, who had a really poor qualifying this time. And Crowley was actually having a good quali in the first laps, but then I didn't see what happened in his final lap. But Timander actually got in front of him, so that's a good job from him. Both Red Bulls lining up P5 and P6. And yeah, should be a very interesting race if our weatherman is correct, then we'll have a full wet race.
I hope to see rain, and a lot of it. Alright, a bit of background music please. We got our yours in first position with 140.9, absolutely ridiculous. Then we got our Petmanton and then John Wick with Eversnack, so very good qualifying for Williams as well as for Red Bull. And yeah, Futuristic closes the top 10 grid, and then we can see Addison, Addisy got disqualified unfortunately in the last few seconds of the qualifying. And he closes our grid for the session.
So update from our weatherman, there is no rain apparently. So wait, there is rain.
There's a lot of rain to be exact.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he might be drunk or something.
Who is it?
He just said no rain.
Sorry, is it our chief? Ocean Chief?
Yeah, it is Chief, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, he might be drunk.
Chief, don't sip from that bottle too hard. We still need you as our very, very appreciated member. And without you, I don't
think you need to buy a new weather radar.
Must be the water which broke.
Yeah.
Well, we got our formation lap going on about, I don't know, some seconds? But
do we actually have formation lap turned on? I don't remember.
Yeah, we do have formation lap turned on, and as well, we got ghosting turned off for tier 2 as well.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Drivers will have to be much more careful when someone spins out on track.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it looks like some drivers are going for intermediate and the other drivers are going for wet. So we got a not so clear, clear weather. How's it called? Weather
strategy? I don't know.
Yeah, not a clear strategy. Mainly the intermediates are dominating the grid, but now it seems like the drivers are way too scared of the rain, and they will stick with the wets, which actually kind of surprises me because when you see wets on the track, that's, I don't know, way too.
Yeah, I think. Well, top 6 are all on the Inters, and then there's Magnatech in P14. I think the wets will be faster on the first around 5 laps.
Yeah.
But then the Inters will, as the dry line starts to form, the Inters will get faster.
Yeah, the Inters will get faster for sure, as I just said, because of that dry line. But the dry line has to form first, and yeah. Our weatherman, what does he say? How long will that rain be with us? The whole race? Or just will it buckle off after 5 minutes?
Yeah, it would be interesting if you could have a transition, wet to dry, to also affect the strategies. I guess we'll just wait for our response from chat.
So, the game the game says that wet tires are the way to go. And also Paddy just left the session. What is going on with him? Let's see.
Yeah, there might be some technical issues for Paddy at this stage. Let's hope he rejoins as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very long formation lap around this track.
especially in wets. And I think some
Yeah.
drivers will disqualify themselves from the start position or position start. Bleh. Oh, God damn it! German and English are not friends. They are not friendly to each other.
Well, I mean, a few years ago they weren't, but I think they're pretty friendly now.
I went to UK last September. Have to admit, it looks quite different than Germany, but that's something for another story. And there they are. Okay, two drivers already disqualified themselves, and they're joining us the last. Ugh, what is the kick doing there? What is that kick doing there? I don't know. Three drivers qualifying. I think that's it. That's our grid. It's only three drivers bottled up the position. Oh, okay, what the hell is going on? Five lights are going out now. Pretty buggy goes our game here, but yours still takes the lead, and the back grid is full of drivers, and the water sprays all over the place. Many position changes, three wide, they go. But it looks like we got a clean start. Of course, many position changes going on. Now they go through the Rouge. That will be very, very spectacular. There are some position changes in it, but we got such a miserable. Oh, hello, could we get... thank you. That camera angle was just looks. But yeah, many drivers. Oh, what the hell is going on over there? Okay, there are 4-3. I don't know. They could be 4 wide. Or even more. And there goes a Haas off track.
Yeah,
But
a very
still,
clean start so
very
far.
clean
A lot
start.
of contact, but no one died yet, so that's good. Um, a lot of shoulder pushes and drivers off the track, but no damage for anyone as far as I can see. That's a very nice start actually.
It was such a clean start, especially in Spa and the West.
Ooh, Basco on the inside of Team Ender goes past him now side by side. His teammate can't quite get there. Good pass from Basco there on the inside. Ooh, as Team Ender is almost off the road there. The Inters are really struggling for him. He can't get the power down there. Just lost 2 more positions because of it. Team Ender really struggling on those Inters.
So I just see that Viz only got didn't get enough fuel for the whole race because it's a little tank thingy sign says yellow, and that means he doesn't have enough fuel for the race. So let's see, maybe he knows he will save some fuel throughout the race. Maybe he miscalculates it. And Prince, Helios, and Timander
Oh, and
were side by
Viz
side.
almost spins, sorry to interrupt. Viz almost spins, but he saves it, but loses the position to Crawley. Yeah, I think these Inters are not ready for this amount of rain. So the wets are so much faster right now.
Maybe. I was going to say, Petman also is almost out of... Jesus. Sorry for that. Petman is almost out of the DRS, but there isn't any DRS on this conditions. Yeah, but Petman holds on to yours quite well. He closes that gap. Interesting.
Yeah, now some gaps are starting to form as John Scott made a mistake that allows Power C to go through up into P8. Adesi, I believe, started from the back already up into P10, so very good first couple of laps from Adesi.
Yep, it has the. I didn't catch that unfortunately, but still 10 laps. Sorry, 10 positions in one lap is very, very. That's actually pretty good. Normally you would do that kind of thing with 0% of AI, but we got real people here behind the steering wheel or keyboard. By the way, Where is Keyboard Magnussen? Is he on vacation or something?
I don't know, but he's not here for this race,
Yes,
sadly, because it would be interesting to see how he could do in these conditions.
Yep, it would be. Um, did our weatherman say anything about the conditions in the future?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay,
So Desi gets a good run out of the bus stop chicane, and John Scott just concedes the position and slots right behind him. We have Horsey and Basco fighting. That's Basco getting a position on Horsey. Also a good start from Basco up into P7.
Futuristic is taking that gamble for intermediates so early on the race. Okay. Well, let's see. I think the dry line is forming already, but we are with Yorsa and we can see that he is struggling in those conditions. Yeah. Okay, the inters aren't ready yet.
We have Patty and Magnatech fighting. Magnatech manages to completely overtake. Bit of contact there, but no drivers off track, so all clean, I think. I think the full wets might start to lose some pace in a couple of laps. We do have a bit of a dry line already.
Yeah, but Jesus, what's going on with my voice? Crawley, I'm currently with him. It seems like that the wets is still the faster tires on track as long as there's no dry line forming. But okay, there are some collisions question mark because there were some debris flying that I think that was just in game error. Now through double chicane, you're also 2 minutes and 2 seconds, 1 second and 8 hundredths. And
Yeah, George already 1.7 seconds away. Just can just focus on his own race right now. As we have another driver in the pits, it's Piggy and Patty and Larson as well. I believe they will all be going to the Inters right now.
yeah, they're all going in for the inters. Maybe the inters are the fastest tires now.
I think we have Sarf might be going for a move on boosted. No, he's too far back. They are very close to each other. Ooh, Sarf might get a good exit here. He does. He's gonna go side by side. Let's see if he can outbrake boosted Messi. Yes, he can. He's got the inside, so I believe that will be move completed for Sarf. Great move on the inside.
Yeah, Lars and Paddy are fighting. Looks like Paddy finally got back to his steering wheel. And
Ooh,
Lars maybe
Lars
got beached on that curb.
Yeah.
And now he almost runs into the back of Paddy. Keep it clean, my guy. You have nothing to lose. Wait. You have too much to lose. Sorry.
Yeah.
That would. Okay. Anyway.
I think Crawley just did a huge mistake because I saw some cardboard flying there and Crawley going slowly. I think Crawley just had an offsides moment and he
Whoa!
spins and goes off track. He's really struggling now. Can he make it back onto the track safely here? He's having to wait for everyone to go through. He was thinking about pitting, but now he can't cross the track like that, so he's gonna have to stay on for another lap. And so many positions lost for Crawley there.
Crawley is crawling through the grid there, man.
We have 4 more people who've pitted for the Inters. Desi is one of them. So I think the drivers started on Inters will be very happy with their choice right now.
Yeah. So, there
Let's
were.
see, he gets the first penalty of this race.
And also the
Let
grid
me
is
see
very,
what
very
it's for.
big,
It's a
spread apart.
3-second time penalty.
Sorry, I interrupted you. You may continue.
No, I was just saying it was a 3-second time penalty, so must have been for 3 warnings.
Yeah, already only 5 laps in. You don't want to see that, but yeah, no, it is what it is. So the grid spread apart a bit, and we got only 4 drivers left on the wet tires. Basco, John Scott, with only Mercedes and Alpino
Attack
are
on the
left.
inside of Boosted. That's a tricky corner to overtake, but he makes it stick on these fresh inters.
Fresh. There are 4 laps
Well,
old.
yeah. Well, 4 laps old are still fresh. I'd say.
I think our weatherman just went on to vacation.
Yeah, the rain doesn't. Well, it doesn't seem like it's gonna stop anytime soon. As Jersey does another fastest lap, which means the track is
Improving.
still improving.
Yeah. But we got no safety car for now. That's actually
And no one with damage so far,
yeah,
which is
a
very
miracle.
surprising.
I kinda hate that you don't get that feeling of how fast the cars are, because I mean you watch it on the 2D flat screen and you just can't imagine the speed they are going with, like 140 kilometers per hour. That's like 90 miles per hour for the freedom units. And boosted mass is tries to get lunch on horse in unit, of course, unit in sector 1.
Yeah, I think Horsey just overtook Boosted on the big straight there. He's on the fresh inter, so he will have much more pace at this stage. There are still 4 drivers who have not pitted and are still on the wets. I believe they will be struggling a lot right now. Yeah, now we can clearly see an almost completely dry line actually.
Yeah, there is a dry line. So now the intros are way faster. And yeah, okay, yours have oh, Pepman 157.6.
There's not many battles on track at this moment. We have
Oh, yellow flag, what is going on?
I believe that is Sarf, but I don't see anything happen to his car, no damage. I think it was just an off-track moment. As John Scott and Crowley finally come into the pits for the new inters. They might try to go to the end on these inters. The guys who started on the inters, they might also try to go and do a 0 stop, but I'm not sure if they will lose a lot of time doing that.
They maybe will. Edison overtakes boosted mass, but still side by side. Side by side they go into the corner, a bit of contact there. They are both going out of the track, and maybe they are receiving a penalty. No, they both get out there clearly. Maybe warning. But that wasn't a clean move. I think they just misjudged the braking point a bit. And boosted mass just pushed Edison out of the track. Or maybe other way around, I don't know. But yeah, that wasn't that clean, my guys. Keep it on the track.
Chief is asking to show Viz against Snacks as they have a bit of history from the previous races. Well, still Viz is still. I believe at this stage is just following Snacks around. It's very tough to overtake on these conditions.
Yeah.
So I don't think there will be any battling unless Snacks makes a mistake.
Do you know the little history of Wiz and Ever Snacks?
I don't actually.
By the way, did you?
I know Snacks crashed in Mexico and also in Australia.
Yeah,
I
but
can't remember if Fizz was involved or not.
yeah, but if you take a look at Wiz's car and the driver inside of it, in the eyes, you notice that those eyes are just ridiculously huge. I don't know
Right.
if we can catch it, but wait, can I catch it with that? Okay, he's too far back. But on the start finish line, you can see how big those eyes of the model are. Yeah, are. And
Horsey just makes
yeah.
another move, the straight, yeah, on the big back straights.
I was going to say that, and also Prince Julius, or was it John Scott? I don't know. One of them overtook anyone. I don't know. Someone did overtake him, and I think
Prince Julius unboosted.
I think the rain isn't as heavy as it was in the beginning of the race.
Yeah, I think we only have light rain at this moment. Not sure if it will then transform into no rain at all. That would be good for us.
Okay, yeah, let's see our with the driver model, the eyes. Yeah, there you can see it. Jesus Christ, they are so. What the hell? Okay. We have to. Okay, no. That's just ridiculous. The eyes are so immeasurably huge on this character. But yeah.
Yeah, I have to say Basco is doing a very good job on these wets.
Uh-oh.
He's one of two drivers still out. We have yellow flags. I think that was Wesley, maybe.
Yeah, and he
Yeah, I
lost a
think
bit of
Wesley had a
front wing there.
moment. As Patty just sent me a friend request in the middle of the race,
Huh?
so I'm not sure if he's driving or if he's out of the lobby. I think he's driving, so he's just paused and...
Pat Madden it was? Or who was it?
No, Patty.
Patty, where is he? 19th position. Yeah, he is still racing.
Yeah, so he just sent me a friend request mid-race, or maybe that was a bit delayed from the area, I'm not sure.
Or maybe is he? I will watch
think
his
we have
pedal inputs and then I will tell you if he's about or is or maybe. Oh Jesus Christ! Okay, Wesley has the balls of steel and he goes. Okay.
Wesley to the mediums.
Yeah,
That's,
Wesley to the mediums.
interesting. The rain is still out. There's a yellow flag. Is that Pepman? It's Pepman. He's off in the bus stop chicane. And he'll lose so much time there. I didn't see what happened, but I think it spun on the inside. Maybe he locked the rears. He lost a lot of time there, but not enough for John Wick to catch up.
Yeah, but now the gap between him and yours is even bigger, and yours will take that lead home for sure. I don't know what nationality yours is. Maybe is Belgium. Maybe he lives in Belgium. I don't know. But as our okay, yeah, wait, okay. Two drivers are going for slick tires. Let's see how Wesley is taking on with those type of tires. Quite good actually. Okay, yeah, Futuristic is also going for... Okay, that's a very, very mixed up grid. Boosted mess, where on wet, as Wesley already were on, or currently is on mediums, and now 3 drivers or 5 drivers in total already changed to slick tires.
Yeah, Basco on the mediums. He was going well on the hards. Let's see how well he can do here.
Paddy
I've
joined the
invited.
grid.
Yeah, I've invited him, and I think he's a. I'm not sure if it was him or his AI, but he pitted for hards. Actually, well, I'm not sure about the mediums. Can the mediums make it to the end? Can the mediums make
No.
12
no,
laps?
No.
Yeah, so that's a weird call to go for the mediums at this point. Maybe they can. I'm not sure. We have Crawley on the back of Piggy. Prince Helios goes past John Scott. Crawley will be looking to make an overtake. 3 laps fresher tires, deploying everything he's got. Piggy's gonna defend the inside, but breaks so much later, and he's gonna go around the outside in best stop chicane as Piggy goes into the pits actually. And the driver in front of him, which was Prince Helios, I think just collided with the pit wall. I'm not sure if there was any damage there.
I heard it, yeah.
Yeah, the top drivers still haven't pitted for dries, but a lot of drivers now pitting. And Basco just comes, well, Horsey comes out just behind Basco. But he's gonna be straight ahead into the attack, I think. It doesn't have much battery though.
So, Sarf is... Well, he is surrounded by slick tires in some way, but not on the track right now. It looks like the slick tires are still holding quite on, but I think it's manageable to drive on the slick tires, but
Yeah, and
I don't want to change with the drivers. That's so freaking competitive, and oh Jesus Christ, Sarf is going for an expedition there.
well, Jorsey didn't pit again. He's got Wesley in front of him actually.
Is that your dog barking in the background?
Yeah, can you hear that? Sorry, let me just go close the door then.
For a split second I thought you were gonna say you're gonna beat him up. And Tim Manders, our first one in the top 10, adds to the pit lane.
So Wesley actually goes off the truck.
Onto the hard compound. As well as Crawley goes onto slick tires as well as Sarf. So the drivers are going into the pit lane one by one. Let's see what the
I was gonna point out Magnetech was down in P18 I think at some point, but because he started on Inters, he's now in P6. So I'm not sure about the call to dries right now. Basco, I think, is making some improvements on John Scott, so the dries might be a tiny bit faster at this stage.
Yellow flag.
Ooh, that's 2 drivers fighting. That was Timander and Horsey. I didn't see if they had contact or not, but there was where the yellow flags came from.
Yeah, oh, okay, Horse is not happy with those conditions. He slides all around the players. already touched grass once again. And yeah, Wesley 10-second time penalty for speeding in pit lane, and he leaves in pit lane.
Yeah, he retires as he was lapped by Jersey. As Jersey pits for the Hearts, John Wick stays out, Pepman also pits and Snacks also pits. John Wick staying out allowed Snacks to pit because they're both from the same team, right? So they couldn't double stack. I'm not sure if that was team orders or if just or if sorry, I lost my
That's okay.
my thought process there.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, because everyone has to respond on the thing that Yorsa does. So many drivers are going for the medium strategy, as also many drivers going for the hard. Wait, only the one left on intermediate tires.
Oh, and a Daisy 3-second time penalty for a Daisy. I was making such a recovery drive, but that's an unfortunate penalty.
Yeah, but still surprised of John Wick that he can lead or hold on to their tires. But yeah, we can see that Yorsa is flying on those tires compared to John Wick. So John Wick will lose so much time to of course, himself. No, to Yorsa and Pepin, as well as Everson X and Wiz and all of the other folks. And there Yorsa goes through, taking the lead, and John Wick will stick with the. Let's see what tires he will get onto. I think it'll be the mediums. Okay, very interesting. Yellow flag, and there was a collision. Maybe got a safety car. Maybe.
Oh, was that Timander? No, I think that was. Was that Surf?
Oh yeah, it's Surf. It's Surf.
Again.
Huh? Okay, that's not legal. He will get
retires.
Yeah, on the track.
In
that's
the
not
middle
legal.
of the track. No safety cars though, so we're all good and racing. We have a fight between Timander, Horsey and Magnetech. Magnetech just pitted for the medium, so he's expected to run away at this point. There's a Haas stopped on track. I believe that is Patty. Yeah, Patty's on the gravel there. Is he stuck? No, he just got moving again. Jorsey will catch up to him in a second here, as Patty is going so slowly. In the middle of the track, Jorsey needs to be careful here. There's no ghosting. So, yeah.
Yeah, no ghosting for him, and also a broken front wing for him, as I see it. Well, maybe not. Is Paddy going into the pit lane to retire, or will he be sticking with the condition as they are and continue racing? He continues racing. Okay, that's a very sportsmanlike behavior. Let's see. Okay.
Another fastest lap.
Yeah. Also, White and John Wick. White and Eversnax are right behind each other. Oh my god. I had 2 long weeks, alright. Only TRS got activated, so it is dry enough and the weather settled down, and it's only a very little rain remaining. And we got yellow flag.
Still going very slowly. Yeah, he was letting Pepman through, so he's just slowing down to let the drivers behind him through because he has blue flags.
Yellow flag. Uh oh, there's one
Ooh, that's an Aston. Is that Piggy? Yeah, Piggy on the grass coming into the pits now. Struggling to get in the pits actually.
Retiring.
And actually retires in the pits. Piggy does. We have a interesting fight between Harsey and Magnatech as Harsey just goes past him right on the straight there. Magnatech doesn't seem to be making very much use of these new mediums. There's a yellow flag. I think Patty's still going slowly, letting drivers past. Vasco goes past him. And there's going to be a trend of drivers getting to Patty now, so they all need to be careful. As Team is actually going for a move on Magnatech down the inside. Team goes a bit wide. Magnatech tries the switchback. Now Magnatech trying to hang it around the outside, but he can't do it. Still struggling on these mediums, seems like. He gets a good exit though. And he has much more battery than Team so he might go for a move here. No, he's not deploying yet.
He waits for that long straight.
There's actually a Desi coming right behind them, so they need to hurry up if they don't want to get taken by him. A Desi is so much faster than them. Look at this. He's gonna have such a great exit, and he's gonna go past very easily. Magnatech gets behind, and Patty gets out of the way nicely there. Almost stopped on the straight. I'm not sure that's ideal. Yeah, he's actually stopped now on the straight, so that's a bit dangerous. That's why we have yellow flags. Meanwhile, Adesi is gonna try and go for a move on Team Ender right away. Team Ender is flashing his red light, means he has no battery, and that will be another easy move for Adesi. Yeah, I'm not sure if you caught it before, but Adesi had a huge moment on the grass and he lost so many positions and time, and he's just trying to recover all that.
And unfortunately didn't, but that what I can catch is actually pretty good. And Tim Ender going for a little touch of grass there, and Sarf retires from the session. Alright, leaves the session. Sorry. And Paddy still holds on quite well. Maybe he doesn't know he can retire, or maybe he's just not the one that retires on in the race.
Well, he's doing a good job of not causing chaos from the drivers who are overtaking him. So, I mean, he's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, and Wiz is still behind Aerosnack, so Aerosnack has the time of his life in front of him. I know why. But I'm not gonna speculate anything until the race is how it is. Alright.
The top 5 are still as we started, so no moves in the top 5. Then we have Basco in P6 with a good recovery.
Of which, let's see. Here. Alright. The driver with the most position changes is Edisi with 13. Oh, damn it. 13 position changes. And Wiz just got a 3-second time penalty. That's why I said damn it. And Crawley lost 7 positions, just like Piggy. As we're saying, Piggy leaves the. Oh, did I just forgot how to speak English or what? Well.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Yeah, as I said, I had long 2 weeks. Very little sleep. And tomorrow goes on, but then I finally got 1 weekend. And our fastest laps are flying in like nothing. Waits is taking the lead with 146.4 it was? I don't know.
Viz is actually catching up to Snacks, and he's gonna have DRS. He does have a penalty though, so I think if
Yellow
he gets
flag?
closer. Oh, is that the Ferrari?
Yeah,
Is it Larson?
it
No,
was the Ferrari.
it's Futuristic maybe. I think it was Futuristic. Not sure what happened to him. Yeah, but Viz is very close to Snacks now. However, he does have 3 seconds of penalties, and we're reaching the end of the race. So Snacks might let him go if that means well playing it safer, I guess.
Did I just hear the Minecraft damage sound effect?
Not from me. So
Okay, maybe I'm just tripping. Don't mind. Well,
Futuristic on Crawley down the inside here. I think Crawley just lets him go.
maybe.
Crawley, I think, has a bit of damage. Yeah, Crawley has got damage on his front wing. I'm not sure when this happened, but yeah, that's why he lost so many positions. He was doing a good race, Crawley, but yeah, something happened that we didn't see.
Yeah. And yours, never mind, Patman.
We saw it actually, I remember now. Sorry.
It's okay. Patman is taking the lead with the fastest lap. And yours is having his time of his life. 10 seconds in front of Patmanton. Tetmet. Te, Pep Met Man?
Yeah, it's hard to pronounce. I just say Pepman.
Petman, yeah, Petman sounds good. Yeah, he's 10 seconds in front of Petman. So, George, I mean, he can be so incredibly safe and will finish in P1. Even if he gets a 3-second time penalty, then he will still stick with P1. So that's an easy win for McLaren. Unless there will be... No, there can't be a safety car because we got less than 10% of the race left. And...
Yeah, I don't think. Well, I think this is the last lap where a safety car could occur.
Yeah, but then it would only last for about quarter of a lap, I don't know. Just see where George is. Yeah, almost finishing his 19th lap. And the rain just stopped being there, I don't know. Yeah, so it's completely dry by now. I mean, you have to imagine, we started with so freaking intense rain that they have to choose the wet compound. And now we are on dry.
Yeah, I think Chief is saying expected carnage. Instead, we get a rise in butchering the English language. Yeah, well, I also expected carnage when we saw it was full wet at the start, but actually there's very nice racing from the drivers here. Very clean start, and then no collisions. Well, there was some bits of contact, but no major collisions, so no major accidents. That was a pretty clean race, and NFs have been in the pits except for Sarfu, just retired in the middle of the track.
Yeah, and there's the yellow flag. There's also a driver just standing there.
Oh, is it
Oh,
Crawley?
Crawley lost his front wing, his entire front wing. But fortunately, there is a pit lane right away. Let's see what there's.
I'm not sure what could have happened there to Crawley. Did he just go into the back of Futuristic? That seems a bit unlikely, but
He had enough of this race.
yeah, he crashed 2 times in the same place. I believe he's gonna keep going. Yeah, he's put on the softs and he's gonna try and do the fastest lap, I guess.
Let's take a look at with Aerosnacks. so Wiz is still less than 1 second behind Eversnack. Let's see if he can keep that. If he can keep that till the end of the race. If he can stay within 1 second gap, maybe he can overtake Eversnacks, but he will take the 5th position of this Grand Prix for sure. Because Vasco is almost 20 seconds behind Wiz. And unless Wiz does a very, very dumb accident, then no one will take his 5th position from him. And it looks like we got Eversnacks and John Wick in 4th and 3rd position, so that makes 32 points combined.
Yeah, that's a good result for the Williams, and also a good result for John Wick, which is P5 in the standings with only 25 points. He'll be getting a good amount of points on Basco, who still made a nice recovery. But yeah, I think he was expecting higher than P6 before this qualifying.
Yeah, so Crawley, how's he doing with those softs? No fastest
Well, it
lap for
hasn't
him.
been, no fastest lap yet, but I think this was just his first lap out of the pit, so now is the lap that counts, and yeah, he has 100% of battery and he's just starting deploying it. So yeah, he's going for it on this lap.
He's deploying it. And yeah, Eversnacks and Wiz are still right behind each other. And yours taking the last lap of this race. Oh, okay, and also setting. Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a yellow flag. Is that boosted? No, that's Crawley again. Oh, that's Crawley on the softs. Oh no, there goes his fastest lap.
Oh,
And he's got no front wing.
and also a 10-second time penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I was saying, Yorse through sector 2, through the penultimate corner of sector 2, and now entering sector 3. Let's see what time he will be. Okay, yeah, 4 tenths up in sector 2. I think we will have another fastest lap of this race.
Yeah, and as he goes past Basco, he's on much fresher tires, but he does have a 3-second time penalty. So let's see if Desi can make the time. Something's wrong with Basco. He's punctured. Basco is punctured the tire.
Basco is punctured?
Yes.
Oh no.
Now he's getting overtaken by everyone. That's so unlucky from Basco.
He's doing. Oh no. He's doing the. Oh.
Yeah, he's in the gravel now. I think he might be stuck here.
He tried to do the Lewis Hamilton thing.
As Jorsey wins the race, we didn't mention it, but yeah, Jorsey wins the race with a commanding lead from first lap to the end, and outstanding qualifying as well. Just a very good win from Jorsey, as Basco will be out of the points now as he just spins again into the gravel once more. Yeah, that's so unlucky.
Yeah,
Basco did a very good recovery to go and finish P6, but yeah, just all that work came undone on the final lap.
I think that was the first time that ever a driver had a puncture in race.
Well, it's definitely the first time I've seen it happen live. As I pan the camera to him, he just spins. So yeah, and yeah, that's the top 5. As well, top 5 is exactly the same as it was in quali. That's why I said wet races weren't as interesting as dry ones. Nonetheless, we've got great recoveries. Desi is a good example. He started from
Whee!
P20 and finished P6.
Okay, so there's a Ferrari doing some pretty interesting things. And now Vasco is coming through the start finish line he goes. Finally! Alright, that was... There was something beyond normal operations. But still well played. Definitely well played. Alright, there we got our little celebration. And we celebrate now our... No. Hello, thank you very much. Our race leader and race winner of this weekend is yours. And Pep Madden is leading the second position, and him joining weights and error snacks. A double. Well, I can say a win for Williams because third and fourth position is very very good. You want to see that in a constructors and also drivers championship battle. Joining. Oh no, sorry, not joining him, but Wiz actually didn't do anything to our snacks. Very good. Is in fifth position, and then there we have Edison, which is miracle. How did he get in sixth position, man? That's my driver of the day, for sure, man. And Horse in seventh, Magnetic eighth, Tim Manor ninth, and John Scott in the 10th position, and then the other drivers in the left, the positions that are left. So this was a very, very, very interesting race. And I think we just gonna start with the interview right away.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, John Wick. Welcome to SLR interview section. My name is Horizon. How was the race going?
To be fair, the quali, yeah, I couldn't do better. I think max I could do was P2. I lost, I think, a tenth last two corner because I ran wide. Then the race, yeah, I mean, I had no pace compared to the guy in front, so yeah, it was mostly a lonely race for me. Just making sure to make no mistake, and yeah, P3. So that's the best I could do tonight for sure. And yeah, that's my race.
Yeah, you started the race on Inters, and I imagine the first couple of laps were very tricky on the Inters, but then as the dry line formed, it got easier. But yeah, as you said, it was a pretty lonely race, but just tell us how was those first laps?
Yeah, I mean, usually like in this game at least, it's like a dry line appears quite rapidly, a few laps, so it's always better to start on Inter anyway. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it was slidey. I was just making sure not to lose positions. I think for me, I was actually be able to stay with the two guys in front, maybe like first lap and a half. Then after they were just too fast. So yeah, like it's always like you feel you are at your limit. And I think I was at my limit. So if I go further, I might actually slide. So yeah, the race was eventful at the beginning. I mean, we had no safety car. I was hoping for a safety car maybe on the dry, maybe to raise that things up, but it never happened. So yeah, that was the race was pretty boring from my side, to be fair. Pretty boring, yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty clean race, not many crashes and no safety cars. As you said, you only had 25 points coming into this race, so it's P3 is a very good result from you. I think you will improve. I'm not sure if you'll improve any positions in the standings, but it's definitely some good points. Basco didn't finish in the points, so you'll gain the most points on him.
Yeah, that's great. Obviously, so much for me. I think with the pace of the guys in front of me, like it's a no-brainer. So I'm just trying to maximize points for the team. And yeah, I mean, and also like I think DNF first race, DNF last race. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the weekend tonight because at least there is no collisions, no safety car from my side, and yeah, that was great. And we finished, I think, third and fourth with Snacks, so which was great for the team because obviously we are fighting the McLaren. And yeah.
Yeah, great. Good job from both of you.
Yeah.
Horizon, do you have any further questions?
Yeah, I got one more question. Next race we got Las Vegas.
Yeah, I love this circuit to be fair, but yeah, I mean, I thought I was fast in Belgium, but I'm not. And also, I'm thinking I was fast in Las Vegas, so given the guy in front, I may not as well. So I will just try to price a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, it's just like I'll say I just like too much space in quali. Thing that I would have never be able to get, this time. And during the race in the rain, I mean, it was just insane. So yeah, I think like Peachby was the maximum I could do. Yeah, I saw that Peps actually did a mistake at some point. I was hoping for him to have some damage, but he had no damage, so he just actually up again. So yeah, but Las Vegas would be interesting. I think it's a race that is pretty gonna be 0-0 ring anyway. So I think quality would be important. And then yeah, let's see, safety car or not, but I expect not, given there is not a lot of place to crash, Las Vegas.
Don't say
And
that
then
soon,
the
our
back,
people always will find somewhere to crash.
yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it from my side.
Alright, then that's it from my side as well. Goro, you wanna add anything?
No, that's all from me as well.
Alright,
We will see you next week, and good
Yeah.
luck.
You guys, cheers.
cheers. We're not gonna keep going with the Williams team. I think we'll just take our race leader, Yorsa. Hello, Yorsa. Welcome to the interview. So, you finished in. You got the pole position and also finished in first position. Did you expect that, or was it just a miracle?
Yeah, well, I knew that my pace is really good at Spa, so I was hoping that I could do that, but it was nice that I managed to get to the finish without any problems, and pace was good.
Yeah, you a bit out of breath. Did anything happen?
Yeah, nothing special.
Yeah, the first couple of laps must have been tricky on the inters. Were you, when you saw it was gonna rain, were you always planning to start on inters, or did you ever consider starting on full wets?
I did start with Inter because I know that wets are really bad in this game, so
Yeah,
they are like very bad after first 2 or 3 laps. So
yeah, we
Yes.
saw the wets falling off after 3 laps, as you said, but yeah, it was a very good race from you. A bit lonely. Pepman was actually keeping up with you until he had I think he spun on the bus stop chicane, and from there on it was a pretty lonely race. I don't remember if you got the fastest lap or not, but if you did, that's a perfect race from you. Congrats.
yeah, thanks. I think I did got the fastest time at the end. Yeah, Pep Matman was close in that toward the end of that wet stint, but then that spin made my day a little bit easier.
Yep. I think that's all from me. Do you have any more questions, Horizon?
Uh, as we just asked John Wick, next race Las Vegas. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Las Vegas is pretty fun track, but I'm at work next week, so I can't attend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. So you might lose a few points to the guys behind you, but it will make the championship more interesting for us at home.
Yeah,
All right, thanks and congrats on the win once again. Really good race from you, and see you in 2 weeks maybe.
yeah. See you then. Yep, thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Well, I only have time for one more interview, so choose wisely.
Okay, then I will take the difficult one. So we're gonna continue with John Scott. Hello, John Scott.
Hello.
So, how was your race going? I don't know, which position did you finish in?
P10.
P10, alright. Oh my god, let's. Okay, I can't remember what you have done. So, let's talk about your race. How was your race going?
I mean, at the start on the wets, I was struggling, just sliding, lost a couple of positions, wasn't great. And then on the inters, it was better. Then on my in lap, I went to the gravel a couple of times and just dropped back to P11.
Yeah, we saw the wet started started to struggle around lap 3 or 4. Well, the drivers who started on inters were actually, well, I think that was the correct strategy. Did you ever think about starting on inters, or did you think it was too wet for inters at the start?
I mean, I did think about going on to inters, but normally in the F1 game, when it's wet, you should start on the inters, but I was just too scared of messing up and spinning, so I just didn't risk it.
Don't risk
Yeah,
it,
so
don't risk it.
you had to do one more stop to the inters, and then you pitted for hards, I believe, at the end.
Mediums,
me-
mediums.
Mediums. Yeah, and but yeah, that's a good race from you, finishing in the points. You had 8 points coming into this race, so that's one more. I think you'll stay in the same position in the championship, but good race nonetheless. Where did you start actually the race? I can't remember.
P9.
Okay, so you dropped one position from the qualifying. It was a very well, from our perspective, it was a very clean race compared to the previous ones. There's not that many incidents. Was it also like that from your point of view, or?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone was racing well because, the thoughts of ghosting off, no one really did anything audacious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I think that's everything from me. Horizon, do you want to ask your typical question?
Oh yeah, my very difficult one. Next race. You know it? It's Monza. No, it's actually Las Vegas. What do you think of Las Vegas?
Rubbish track. Rubbish.
Okay, well, that's a straight answer.
Just too many straights, no corners.
Yeah. Well, it's your
Yeah,
opinion. All right.
that's fair. Yeah, there's a very little grip as well, so it's very tricky on tires. And well, all we can hope is for you to finish in the points again. And good luck then for next race.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
See you next week.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Alright, Gola, you have to go off.
Yeah, just one more thing for us to do is nominate the 3 drivers of
Oh,
the
yeah.
day. So
Yeah, so my driver of the day is Edessy, or how is he called?
yeah, Adesi.
Edessy, yeah. That's my first one.
Yeah, I would also like to nominate. Let me think. Let me look at the standings once again. I think I'd also like to nominate Viz. I think he's did a very solid race. He doesn't usually finish in the top 5, and he qualified in the top 5 and managed to finish in the top 5 as well. So I'd say Viz, and then one more. I'm not sure who.
Neither.
Uh, well, we can say, well, Basco was having a good race, but then he was unfortunate at the end.
Yeah. Let's
Um,
go.
Well, we can nominate. I think we can nominate. Well, it goes on to the drivers voting, but I think it would be nice to nominate Patty for his debut in SLR, although it
yeah.
didn't go probably the way he wanted. But no incidents with him with other drivers, so I think that's a positive start. So we can nominate him as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
All right, then that's it. I think. Now you can do your job.
All right. Thanks for joining me in the comms today. It's a pleasure to speak with you.
Oh, you're talking to me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, it was. Sorry, it was my pleasure as well. It's always nice to share the booth with you, and always great fun for me.
Yeah. All right then. See you in the next week. Or
Bye bye. See you.
bye bye. Yeah. Bye bye. So. Yeah. Eversnax is already wondering why we're taking so long to talk with him. We're gonna do it right now because maybe we'll take my head off the next time we see each other, but nonetheless, that is another story for another interview. But hello, Eversnack. Sorry that you took so long. We had some things to uh, talk around first, but now it's your time to shine. How is your F1 race in Belgium going on?
Well, it was a rainy race. Not the best, one I've ever had, but it was fun. I had some racing. I was racing with Viz and with weights, pretty much for the entire race. But yeah, I had some fun. I would have preferred to be a bit faster, to be honest. The pace just wasn't there, especially in the rain. But with the strategy of going to the intermediates at the start, I think I was still fine. I wasn't really under any danger to be overtaken. I feel like if a Daisy had gone for inters at the start, he might have been able to beat me. He was looking very fast at the end.
Okay. Yeah. So you were very scared of Wiz, as Chief was telling us in the chat. It worked out everything quite well. So how was your feeling driving in front of him all the time?
Well, I was running for my life. He was extremely fast. I wasn't expecting the pace from him, so at the start it was like, oh, I gotta keep this guy behind or he's gonna hold me up. But then towards the end of the rain phase, I was the one holding him up, and I had to push. I had to push my tires quite a lot actually to keep him far enough behind because he was using his battery on the straight. So my tires were actually overheating. The inters were overheating quite a lot at the end of that stint. I should have probably just pit a lap sooner, but I kept him behind. I still didn't manage to get close enough to John Wick, so not a lot happening really, but yeah,
Yeah.
I was fighting the timer at the top right of my screen.
Well, we got one driver, it was Vasco, who actually in the last lap he got a puncture. So there was a possibility to receive a puncture. So managing tires is actually quite important in this game. But that's for something different. Yeah, my last question. Next race we got, well, a host called Las Vegas. What do you think of Las Vegas?
I'm quite excited for I'm quite excited for the sprint. I think we're having a sprint in Las Vegas, so yeah, that's gonna be interesting again. I do like these sprint races and just the concept we have behind it. I'm not very I'm not a huge fan of starting in P well, P2, P3, you know, at the well from the back.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be very fun, especially with ghosting off. That's gonna be. I think that might actually be the one test that that tier 2 has to go through now. You know, we've turned off ghosting, and now the question is, can we survive a sprint race without everybody dying? But yeah, I think it's not that bad of a track. I think it's kind of fun to drive. I don't know how fast I am, but you know, we'll see. We'll let it come. And you know, I'll just take P4 again, like I do every race.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually was a pretty good result for Williams. No, you're driving for Williams, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, a pretty good result for Williams. Third and fourth position. I mean, in the driver constructors championship, which position are you in currently?
We're in second.
Oh
We're
yeah,
behind McLaren.
second position. I mean, that's good points for the drivers for the uh, constructors championship. Sorry, yeah, my language is just miserable today. I don't know. I think I'm pretty exhausted because I had 2 long weeks behind me, and now this on top, and tomorrow another test. Lux.
Well, you know, we're gonna be fighting for the constructors championship. I think we were the favorites before the season. I'm not sure anyone expected Jorse to dominate quite as hard as he has been. But we'll take the points. Of course, we would prefer to take more podium positions. It would be optimal if we both got onto the podium. But yeah, Pep Matman just too fast today, for both of us to handle. And we'll see where it goes next week. We'll be fighting for podiums like we do every week.
Yeah, that sounds good. Um, do you want to add anything? Because I am actually good.
No, I think that's all I had to say for today. You know, it was a pretty calm race,
Yeah.
and I'm almost hoping for a bit more action next week. You know.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself because there were no collisions and no dirty driving in the first lap. I mean, oh, okay. Sorry.
I think that was mostly because everybody just split up after the first few laps. You know, the rain just they call it the great equalizer, but I think in tier 2 it tends to be the great divider, where huge gaps just start to appear, and once you've got these gaps, you know, you don't even have the opportunity to crash with somebody. So I think the rain made it easier for everybody to keep it clean this week. There is not going to be rain next week, I don't think. So next week we'll see how it really goes.
I mean, in the real F1, the weather forecast is currently showing that the next week's race could be one of the coldest F1 ever got to witness. 9 degrees Celsius.
Is that really one of the coldest?
Yeah, it's one of the coldest races in F1 history. I mean, there were colder ones, I think, but it's pretty damn close to the coldest one. I don't know exactly how cold the coldest one was, but there isn't much to go down with. But
Right.
we are taking. I don't say too much time, but we're taking very long time to do the interviews. I was Nexus, but it was a pleasure to speak with you. It was a pleasure to watch you racing against Wiz, especially Wiz. And I think gonna move you down and wrap things up here, and then we can do some math again.
Oh, great. All right. Have fun.
Have fun. Bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was it for today's race here in Spa. Unfortunately, I have to do the outro all by myself. But I can say Gurla was same as uh, how's it say? I don't know. Doesn't doesn't even matter. It was a good race, and I love to see more of it next week in Las Vegas. I look forward to that. Yeah, I would say I'm gonna do the special little thing I always do. This was Horizon. This was SLR. No. Oh yeah, no, sorry. This was Gorilla, this was Horizon, and this was SLR. See you next week. Bye bye.